Hey everybody, it's Chuck here. I'm gonna start shooting some little videos to kind of supplement my Story Shots podcast. It's just a little thing I'm doing just to kind of see how it works out, and I'll be uploading these to my YouTube channel and probably on the Keystroke Medium group and places where I think people who listen to Story Shots, might get exposed to them and maybe get some use out of them. But I'm gonna forego going on about that anymore to address the question that I'm pretty sure is obvious on everyone's mind, and that is, Chuck, why are you standing in a graveyard? Well, there's a reason for this. My current work in progress involves a graveyard. This specific graveyard, as a matter of fact, I am in my hometown of Huntsville, Alabama, and this is Maple Hill Cemetery. It's the second largest cemetery in the state, roughly 100 acres. And the scene that I'm going to be writing involves a running shootout from the entrance, which is way back there, but where it ends up is the really cool part. And this is where the running gunfight will end. And yes, that is a playground behind me. It is part of Maple Hill Cemetery. Officially, it's known as Droust Park, and it is affectionately known around here as either Dead Kids Playground or Dead Children's Playground, depending on how mature and or uptight you happen to be. The cemetery, all 100 acres of it, sort of wraps around it on either side, so it's kind of a unique feature of this particular cemetery, and I thought it'd be great to set something in this area, something exciting like that. Now, the story goes that either in the 1940s or very late 1950s up to 1960, there was a spate of child abductions here in Huntsville. It was like a dozen, I saw anywhere between a dozen and like 18 kids who vanished, and then their bodies were found right there. So stories abound about Dead Kids Playground, or Dead Kids as we call it for short sometimes. Swinging by themselves, and the playground equipment just running on its own, ghostly lights, the whole bit. So usually this is supposed to happen between the hours of like 10 and 3 in the morning, and as a teenager I spent some time out here at 10 to 3 in the morning, and I have a feeling that a lot of those stories can be attributed to mood altering substances. But whether it's true or not, whether or not the child abductions actually occurred, because I couldn't find any records online of them, but it was so long ago that there may be no digital records, I think it's a great story. It's a horrible story, but it's a great story. And the whole point of this video is that I want to point out, sometimes as writers we tend to just hole up in our caves and never go anywhere. And I don't think you can do that, or I think if you do that, you're going to miss out on a lot of great stories that are just kind of out there. Every tombstone in that graveyard has a story attached to it. Every person that comes to visit one of those tombstones, and all the people they left at home, the home they live in, there's stories everywhere. And if we never get out of our caves, we might never find them and find the inspiration that those stories can provide. So if you get some free time and you feel like you're holed up in your cave too much, get on out, find your own Dead Kids Playground or whatever else is in your neck of the woods that'll fire up your imagination and get you writing. That's it for now. Thanks.